Hello and welcome to today's tech tip. Today we're going to talk about doing trim measurements, single ones or multiple ones. So let's start off with a single trim check. So I'm going to go to the measure ribbon and click on the trim check. And to do a trim check in Checkmate for SolidWorks, we want that yellow hit, the main hit of the trim check, to be on this front edge of the part. So to program that, we want to put our mouse cursor on the top face of the part and just move your mouse towards the edge. And as soon as you get the edge, you saw the line highlighted, you click on it and you can see, of course, we have this, it's an edge pick, you can see up on the left here. So we'll hit the green check mark, accept that, and there we go, we've got our nice little trim check. You can see the yellow edge hit and you can see the gray surface profile hit on the top where it samples the surface first. If I want to do multiple trim checks, I can do that too. I can just execute the same command again. I'm going to do the same thing. Just move in towards the edge. There we go. There's one. Move in towards the edge. Pick another one. Move in towards the edge. There's a third one. That's good enough. And you can see they're all edge hits over on the left. So we'll just accept that. And you can see we've got some multiple trim checks. Now if we want them evenly spaced, there's a little trick we can do. We can go to the top left to the Checkmate parameters, the programming defaults, and you can see in the top left of this screen we're set to easy picking. Let's switch it to classic picking for just a quick moment. We normally always leave this on easy picking, but for doing something like this, we're going to switch for a second. We're going to execute the exact same command now, trim points, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to move our mouse cursor towards this front edge. And we got it. And we'll do the same thing. We're going to do a bunch of trim checks on this left edge. We'll move towards the edge. Okay, got it. And you can see over on the left side it's two edge ones. And because we're in classic picking, it means our last pick has to be the face. So we'll click on this anywhere on the top face. You can see again over where our picks, edge, edge, face. Green check mark to accept it, and now we get the prompt for, do you just want 2 points where you picked? Do you want spacing, or do you want it to be spaced along body coordinates? We're just going to use the spacing option just to throw a whole bunch of them up here. I'll just move the box here so you can see it. So we'll select the default spacing, hit OK, and you can see we have a whole bunch of trim checks, nice and evenly spaced. I'm going to go back to the Checkmate programming defaults because you always want to go back to the easy picking mode so we don't have to pick faces all the time as the last pick. Now regardless how you made your trim check, let's go in and take a quick look here. You can see we have our profile turned on. That's the yellow hit on the side, the main hit. If you want to get information from the surface profile from the hit on top, then that's the S profile tab just next to the profile tab. We can go and turn that on, and then that's going to report the gray hit, the surface profile information. Two other parameters to be aware of. The first one is the depth setting, which is how far down the yellow hit is going to be taken on the side there, and that depth is defined here by the depth parameter on the sensor tab. The other parameter is the gray hit, the surface profile hit. How far back from the edge is it going to take that hit coming down to sample the surface and search for the surface, and that's under the checking tab called step back. So you can go and modify that, but you can see that my default here is 2, and that's good enough. So that's everything you need to know about trim checks. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.